Only good thing is they can't trade him to some garbage team like the Cowboys or somebody. Because they got no trade.
Right, or the Lions or some shithouse ball club like that.
Well,
right,
at least we would have a quarterback to offer him who has 2 full legs and work right now.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
All right.
But anyway, we're going to keep moving on.
What up, it's your boy Tom Merle.
Wendell here.
Coming to you from the Talk419 Podcast. This is episode 2.
We'll get into the whole Deshaun Watson situation. Where should he go? Where shouldn't he go?
We're going to cover it all. Let's get into it. All right, man. Deshaun Watson signed a 4-year, $156 million contract last September. He's under contract until 2025. Mm-hmm. He wants out. That's out there in the public. He wants out.
Yeah. But I like how he worded it. Requested a trade, not demanded.
What's your thoughts? And we know it's demanded, America. We know it's demanded.
What he means.
What's your thoughts? Should he stay? Does he have a right to want out? What's your thoughts?
I think it's all about leverage. When you're in a position where...
Who has the leverage?
He does. 100%.
Elaborate.
No trade clause. But only thing is, if you go this far, you have to be willing to threaten and retire and truly be done. Because they're going to own his rights forever.
Right, okay.
So you have... But the thing is...
Do you really think a 27-year-old quarterback is really going to retire who's just hitting their prime? It just be done?
It depends how much he saved of that contract. Or that bonus.
It just be done. It was $73 million signing bonus.
That's what I'm saying. So if he's comfortable, let's say we don't know his financial situation. Let's say he's set, he's comfortable. I got my money in the bank. I'm cool. It's 100% hardball. You got to be able to say, I'm not budging. Like, you got to be able to hold out. I'm not gonna play, which is a tough road. But I don't think the Texans want to go that route because who's their backup right now? You know him offhand? Because I don't.
No, I don't.
I think he got them bent over a barrel. They got to make him. I think he
possibly, but at the end of the day, if the McNair, which I know Bob McNair passed away, but whoever the owner now, if he says retire, okay, retire. I don't care. You're not going nowhere until after 2025. You sit your lily black ass down.
But I think we both think the more than likely thing is that he gets his trade. Only good thing is they can't trade him to some garbage team like the Cowboys or somebody. Because they got no trade.
Right, or the Lions or some shithouse ball club like that.
Well, right, at least we would have a quarterback to offer him who has 2 full legs and work right now.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
All right.
But anyway, we're going to keep moving on. I feel like he has a leverage. He has a no trade clause. It's like playing spades and you got both jokers, man. Like, I feel like it's all on him. They can bring up a package where they get 2 first, 2 second, and a quarterback back from the Rams, and then he could be like, "No, I'm not going." You know how much power that is? That
is power. It's a lot of power.
So no one man should have all that power. The good thing about that is, whatever team trades for him, they know that if it goes through and he accepts, he wants to be there.
Right.
So that's the main thing. Is like, okay, he wants to.
I don't gotta worry about the David Clowney situation with the Seahawks. Is he gonna sign?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No, he ended up going to leave and go to the Titans. You're right, but he do have leverage. I definitely agree with you. Yeah. But it is for the Tech. At least they know they're gonna get something significant in return.
Significant, yeah.
But
here's the thing: if you're the Texans GM, what's better? Do you want the top, let's say 7, 8 pick, so that you know you can get a quarterback, or would you rather get a lower first round pick and a quarterback from the other team in return? I don't know. I think the sweet spot is trying to find somebody who's at like 6 to 10, who you can get their quarterback and you can get that top pick, so you can give them something.
Do you ship them out? Do you just say, all right, Jacksonville, let's talk turkey?
I think
let's talk turkey, Jacksonville.
I think
my name is Ray Gibson. Okay, let's talk turkey.
If they trade with Jacksonville, that's best for the Texans, because if they get that first pick, you got a quarterback. You got one of the best quarterbacks that they say coming out, Trevor Lawrence. at least it doesn't feel like you are so far back. You feel like, all right, we still have a legitimate shot. He could be possibly as good as what we had. Maybe. I don't think so.
Possibly, but in the same realm.
But yeah, that would be the best for them. Do I think that they do that trade if you're Jacksonville? I don't know.
If I'm Jacksonville, I'm doing it.
I can see that.
I mean, the only problem, obviously, the division thing.
Yeah.
But let's take the division thing out of it.
For the people who don't know, most trades, you're not trying to trade somebody in conference or in division.
Correct.
If you're in the AFC, you want to get them far away. You want to get them into the NFC, typically. But this isn't a typical trade. A 25-year-old quarterback hitting the market, independent trade never happens. I don't remember it happening. So, Jacksonville, that one, I think it would favor the Texans. You think it would favor the Jaguars?
I think it definitely favors the Jaguars.
Okay.
They already got some weapons. They had a rookie running back who did pretty good. They got a couple good receivers. And you get somebody who's a top 5 quarterback who's just out hitting their prime for an unproven commodity. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Okay. The Niners. You think it's a good trade destination?
It's excellent.
If you're the Texans, do you want Garoppolo? Because his that's a stock that has dropped so drastically in the last 3 years.
If you're the Texans, you won't. Man, that's tough. For the Niners, it's beautiful. I don't know what they got to offer the Texans, man, that you will want. Because it's going to have to be a stud from the defense and a pick.
That's true. A stud from the defense, though? Like, it's not going to be a Bosa. It's not going to be something like that.
No, but it's going to be somebody pretty damn good.
And I had to check it.
What picks they got?
The Niners have the 12th overall pick.
So you get a 12th pick.
That 12th pick is going to get you maybe the quarterback from, what's that, North Dakota? Trevor? Not Trevor. Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't like the trade proposals where they get a quarterback and then they also take a top quarterback. Because I feel like that's a waste. To go now transition from that to another team, the Jets. That's the one where I feel like that's the best one. I feel like if you could trade, you get Darnold. I feel like Darnold's still a question mark. Has he had weapons there?
Not really.
They traded for Le'Veon. They tried.
That was a failed experiment.
It was.
And that had nothing to do with that.
Because I feel like he's a running back who is a situational player. He can work in the system. The system wasn't the same as in Pittsburgh. He couldn't do that pausing run style. Yeah.
Hit the hole. Yeah.
He couldn't. You can't do that when you got shit offensive line.
Right.
So that didn't work. They tried though. They made the effort, but he's still a question mark. So if you're Houston, go get Sam Darnold. You go see what pick do the Jets have to trade. Number 2 overall. You can go get them Penny. That's a solid offensive lineman. So now he's protected. He can play. Or wide receiver out of Bama. The best weapon in the draft. I think.
I think the Jets pick makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
A lot of sense. Even still, they could, as you pointed out off camera, they could absorb his cap and still have a lot of bread left over to sign free agents.
But that's the thing is, like you brought up, why would you want to go to New York? Other than the cachet of New York.
Just because I know they could afford some weapons.
I mean, that's half.
Just because
I
trust them to pick the right weapons?
You just left an organization because you didn't trust the GM and the management there. Do you want to go into another situation with a questionable front office? No, I mean, it's questionable in the sense of like their track record isn't good.
Right.
They'll try. They went out and they swung for Le'Veon Bell and it just missed.
Right.
If you trade to that team and they swing and miss again, you can't do this forced trade again.
You're right.
So
you're right.
With the Jets,
another AFC East team, Dolphins.
That's another good one because you'd be getting a quarterback.
A young quarterback who's still moldable.
That's true. And would you get that pick too?
What pick they got?
That's the 3rd overall pick that they got from Houston, so they would be getting their pick back.
I don't know how that has Bill O'Brien all over it. Like, you know how ironic that is that you're trading this guy for a pick that you dropped. Bill O'Brien, you're a piece of shit degenerate.
More ironic is if they pick up the wide receiver from Bama, and that's where he's at now, coaching. But
right, yeah, that's just the best. But I don't know. Do it make sense to trade back for your own pick, bro?
I think. Look, I don't care whose pick it was. I think what they need to do: get you a quarterback that you feel like you can go forward with. Get you a top pick to go get a weapon or a protector for that quarterback. These trade projections where I see where they go and trade, they get Tua. And then They draft Justin Fields like that's too much. That's too much investment in one position.
Right.
Go get your quarterback who, preferably young. My scenario, Sam Darnold, Tua, make that trade. You get a top pick. You go get them the best offensive lineman, or you go get them a weapon.
Wait a minute. What are you doing with Darnold?
Start them.
What are you doing with Tua?
Start them.
Who? Wait, how?
If the Texans trade Deshaun to Miami for Tua and that pick and whatever else it encompasses, you would have Tua on your team now, the Texans, and you would have a top pick to go get him. The Texans probably need to go get a lineman.
Wait a minute. Where did Darnold come from then?
I'm saying with the Jets. If the Texans trade with the Jets,
okay,
send Deshaun there to the Jets,
correct,
for their first round pick
and Darnold,
and some other things probably be thrown in there, but that's the framework of it. So you have a quarterback.
So you saying the Texans would have Darnold, and they could either draft a lineman or a weapon.
I think that's what they should do.
And same thing with Miami. They get Tua, they draft a lineman or a weapon.
I think no matter what they do, whatever trade they make, they need to make sure they get a quarterback back that they can take a chance on for a year or two. Tua fits that. Darnold fits that. Garoppolo, I'm not trading for. I'm not. I'll trade for it if they're including
a Deebo Samuel?
Something crazy. Something where it's like I'm getting a player back that's better than Garoppolo on defense, but I'm also getting Garoppolo because you just never know. Maybe he'll just fit into a system.
I think the Jets and Dolphins are the only two that make sense, where everybody can come out happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I still feel like, man, Darnold, we haven't got to see the best of what he got to offer.
Right.
He's the biggest question mark.
As hard as I want to be on him, I can't because
what is he at?
Like you said, Jameson Crowder. That's the only person I can really think of off my head. So you would like to see him with a full slate of weapons to see what he can actually do. So and without Adam Gase.
So do you think it happens before the draft? Way before the draft?
I think it happens.
Free agency starts in March, by the way.
I think it happens plus minus a week of the Super Bowl. Maybe a week before, a week after the Super Bowl.
I think a week after. I think it's going to happen like right before free agency hits so that they know. So, like, I think the trade happens, let's say, 10 days before free agency hits. So you can let free agents know, like, hey, we got him here. It's more attractive.
Right.
So
I agree.
But they got to make something happen. I'm on the side of the player.
Right.
It was from top to bottom, it was a trash organization. That owner who passed away, Bob McNair, was trash. The inmates in the asylum comment.
It wasn't even that. He said, let the inmates run to jail.
Yeah. So that
Mr. McNair, and the fact that they keep doubling back to this damn Patriots whale, Cordell, Charlie Weiss, Bill O'Brien, this new GM. Like, bro, nobody outside of Robert Flores, and we still don't know about him, from New England is worth a damn.
Not at all. Trust me, I know. Matt Patricia. I'm good.
You hear it from here first, America.
Yeah. But anyway, transitioning to the coach hire, that's the worst part of it. Because if I take a job and they tell me, hey, this quarterback is going to be here, and I accept it, and then I find out later that he's not going to be there.
But I think David Culley took it. I think he knew about the situation. Honestly, man, I just think it was like, dude, 65.
He never even had a coordinator position, so he took his scraps. Like, I might not never get this opportunity again. Right. Should I wait if I'm 65?
Right.
Take it.
That's why I'm kind of happy, like, even though it was a bull, the reason why they interviewed Leslie Frazier and Eric Bieniemy, I'm happy they even offered them to the job. They did them a favor. You feel me? Like, I wasn't even coming into a bad situation. I'm so glad they ain't go there.
Yeah.
Like,
that's like the coach for the Rockets. Like, he got hired on, and then James Harden traded. Like,
right.
You thought you had a star.
Right.
Now you got
right. Yeah, but they have won 4 straight. And John Wall is. That's already here or there. We're not gonna get into that. Right? We're not getting into that right now. We've been out doing each John Wall bashing, like he was about to.
We will on the next episode.
But what else we got? I think that pretty much covers it, man. I just think Dolphins, Jets makes sense.
So give me the top 3 that you think in order he should go to.
Dolphins. No. I would go to the Jets. Hey, you're a big time player. Go play in New York.
Okay.
Go play with a clean slate. Give me some weapons. Jets, Dolphins, and I'll go with my dark horse Washington pick.
See, okay, so the dark horse, that's my number one. If he can get there, if they can make the money work, Washington.
That's your number one.
They got too much. Like, you already have a number one receiver there. You got a defense.
Scary Terry.
Get him a running back, and
Gibson,
y'all can
the
go
rookie, came on pretty damn good
Exactly.
last year.
And that division is trash because the Cowboys are in it. So that would be my number one. I don't think it would happen, but that's them.
Do you hear this? These
Dolphins,
reoccurring shots at Dallas? Okay.
The Dolphins, again, another defense, another weapon there. And
I'm sorry, Dallas. You suck so much I can't even defend you. Go ahead.
And then thirdly, New York. But if you go to New York, man, that's you putting more trust into another front office, which I don't think he's trying to do. I think he's trying to go into a situation that's the opposite of what he came from. He wants something that's already set.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you have trust in the organization that's pulling fits for no apparent reason, throw a two in, then pull a two in and fits every other game? Do you trust that?
Neither one of them is as good as him. If he's confident in his ability, he ain't get pulled no matter what he do.
Okay.
So
all right.
So that's my top three: Washington, Miami,
Okay.
and then New York, man. But that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, just second episode is going over the Deshaun Watson situation. All right, Sean, thanks for joining us. This was the second episode. Go Talk419 Sports ENT Podcast. Please comment, like, subscribe. All feedback is welcome. Thanks. Peace.